I woke up like this. Flawless. Crap. Hello. Good morning and Happy New Year's, strangers, anyone who may be watching. I will get into why me, this person you've never met, if you were watching at all, is making YouTube videos about his boring life. I'll get to that later, but first I need to take some pills, eat some breakfast, take a shower, and then I'll do that. But fair warning, I will probably still be wearing this shirt even after my shower, because... Do you know what's better than waffles? I'll tell you what's better than waffles. Waffles shaped like the Peanuts characters. Booyah! Okay, so now I figure we can do Jared introduction. So, my name is Jared. I live in a ridiculous small town in Arizona. I am 21. And the reason I'm making this channel is, in 2014 in October, I got really, really sick and I went to the hospital. And I got diagnosed with a disease called Crohn's disease. And basically, my immune system attacks my body, particularly my intestines, causing inflammation, which causes diarrhea and stomach pain. They gave me medicine. I got better. And about halfway through last year, I got worse. I started bleeding from ulcers really bad. In the end of July, I had to have surgery to remove a chunk of my colon and intestines so that I would not bleed to death. I did, in fact, almost die. I went through a lot last year, and with how my health went last year and the year before, me and my mom had a talk, and we decided it was probably best for my well-being to take 2016 off. Like, no school things, no work things, just take care of me, make sure that I don't wind up back in the hospital, make sure I take care of my own health and well-being before I worry about that stuff. So this is going to be the year I just focus on taking care of me. However, if I didn't have something to do, I would spend that entire time watching Netflix, which I'll still probably do a lot of anyway, even with you guys here. I decided to make this so I could have something I need to do every day, something I need to film, try to do more interesting things so I have something to show the internet. I'm just kind of doing this for me, to document what a year in my life is like for me. In a post I posted on Instagram not too long ago, I said that 2015 was the year of the survivor. I survived a lot last year, and that this year was going to be the year of the warrior. I was going to fight back. So, hopefully you guys will get to see some fighting back. I'm not going to let my body, I'm not going to lose another war against my own body. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fight. I'm going to try to be better and be healthy. And speaking of all that, it is New Year's Day. It is the first day of a brand new year. And that's when a lot of people make New Year's resolutions. But I like the general idea of the New Year's resolution. I think they can be good for people. A new year feels like a fresh start, like a second chance. But the thing is that, like, everyone wants to start fresh. Like, no one ever wants to start their diet on, like, a Tuesday or Wednesday. They'll wait till Monday. They'll wait till it's a new week, a fresh start. People always like to start fresh. They like to wait. And then with New Year's, there's so much pressure that they need to do it start today and maintain it forever, or they failed. And then most people do fail. So I kind of don't believe in making necessarily resolutions. Like, I like Friends. I watch a lot of Friends. And Phoebe used to have a bucket list of things she wanted to do before she would turn a certain age. And so I kind of like that. I like the idea of having like a 2016 bucket list. Because it's not, if you don't maintain it, it's not necessarily a failure. As long as you survive 2016, you still have time to do it next year. You want to do it, try to make it happen, do your best. If it doesn't happen, it's not a failure, it's you tried. But so here, I'm going to read you my bucket list for 2016. I would like to get a tattoo. I currently do not have tattoos. I have ideas for tattoos I would like. There's a tattoo I want to do that combines two things I'm very obsessed with. One is a tattoo on this guy named Kyle Krieger, who I'm a very, very big fan of. He is awesome, and he has body goals and personality goals. He's just a really cool dude, and if you don't know about him, I feel more people should, so I'll put links to him down below so you can go see him. He's kind of cool. He has friend goals. I want to be your friend, Kyle. But he has this really cool arm tattoo, which I will show. That I have been obsessed with. It looks so cool. And I kind of like it because it reminds me of a poem that I'm also obsessed with. I don't know why. I think especially with me dying and when I went through depression when I was younger, it's something that always stuck with me of why I didn't want to die. Because I had things I wanted to do. I had plans I wanted to keep. And so it's a line from this poem. I don't remember the exact title of the poem. I think it's like Walking Through a Forest on a Winter's Evening or something like that by Robert Frost. And it's, the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I've got promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So I kind of want something like his wrist arm tattoo, but with kind of like a blank space in the middle to write part of that poem down. I want to go to Burning Man, which is another thing I learned about from Kyle Krieger. He did a video where he went, and the way he described it sounds like something I need to experience, especially with how my last year went. It's kind of, the way he explained it, it's kind of like a big lesson in how to love everyone and not judge people and learn to not be so critical of yourself and others and just a lot of love. And they build these like art pieces in the middle of the desert and they work hard and they're beautiful. And then at the end of the time they burn them. And it's kind of like this message of, hey, everything is temporary. And it's kind of a lesson you do learn when you almost die. I also want to go to a concert. I've never been to a concert. I want to learn sign language. I was inspired by Neil DeMarco, who won America's Next Top Model. You go, bro. But he has this app. He works for this app called the ASL app. And so I downloaded that to try to learn some sign language. I used to know sign language when I was younger. I TA'd in a special needs class where I had to use it, but I forgot most of it. So I want to try to learn again. I want to read more. I have a lot of books, but I have all those books on that shelf, and there's some behind them. And then I have all those books on my desk. And then I have more books somewhere else. And I haven't read most of them. I went on a binge after I got out of the hospital and just bought like 30 books at once. And then I haven't been able to get a chance to read them all. So I want to try to read them. 3 of them kind of go together. I want to keep this YouTube channel up. I want to maintain it. I want to try to make videos for you every day and post them every day, kind of to hold myself accountable for something. I give up really easily. I quit really easily. And so I want to, at least for an entire year, I want to make videos. I want to hold myself accountable to have to do this every day. So that is something I want to do. And then also kind of on the lines with this, I want to be more willing to put myself out there. I am uncomfortable with body, teeth, my voice. So I have a hard time putting myself out there and being like outgoing. And I want to try to be better at that to, put myself out there more. And I want to care less about what people think of me. I have spent my entire life, especially with my family, dividing myself completely on what other people think of me, and that's not great. I would kind of like to stop that. I would kind of like what I think of me to matter more than what other people think of me, but that's easier said than done, so I gotta work on that. I want to write a book. I had a nightmare, and I woke up and was like, hey, this would be a great book, and then it turned into a great trilogy. And so I told my cousin the general outline of the book, and she thought it was amazing. So I'm going to try to write it. I'm trying to figure out how I want to tell the story. like the perspective of which I want to write the story. I want to exercise and eat better, partly because that'll help with my Crohn's. And also, I will insert a picture. I used to weigh 360 pounds. I've lost a lot of that. I weigh 200 and somewhere between 210 and 220, somewhere in there. So I would like to keep that, get it down even lower to where I'm supposed to be around like 180. And most importantly, my main bucket list goal for 2016 is I would like to not die this year. If I could not almost die this year, if I could not be a patient at the hospital again this year, that would be ideal. Okay, I just talked your ear off forever. I need to turn on the fan because it's hot as balls in here. I am currently binge watching Burn Notice on Netflix. I'm very obsessed with spies right now after I watched Melissa McCarthy's spy movie for Christmas. Oh, and before I start watching Burn Notice, I forgot a very big bucket list item for 2016 that I wanted to accomplish. In 21 years, I have never left the state of Arizona. I've always wanted to. I want to see the beach. That's kind of goals. I've always wanted to go to New York. Right after I got out of the hospital, I was kind of down, thinking I wasn't going to get to do a lot of the stuff that I've always wanted to do. And it was right around the time GoPro was releasing their new 360 camera. So they had those videos where you could twist the camera and look at all the angles. And they did this picture, I think it was like, or this video, I think it was in Tahiti, of these guys scuba surfing and surfing. And I remember I played it and I would look at the ocean around and it felt so real on my computer screen, and I cried because it was so beautiful. And I've never seen the ocean in person. I've seen it in movies and stuff, but it seemed so real and so beautiful. And I kind of thought I may never get to see this for myself, and it was kind of a bummer. So I would like to try to get to see the ocean. Okay, so it is about midnight. I'm currently doing some packing. Tomorrow and the next day I'll actually have slightly more interesting things than what I gave you today. Tomorrow I'm spending the day with my cousin, and I'm spending the night at her house with her mom, my aunt. So that'll be fun. I'll have stuff to film for that tomorrow. And then the day after that, the reason I'm staying over is because our family, I have a very big family, and so for actual Christmas we split up in our own little families and do our own thing. Okay. We do our own little thing, and then on sometime after Christmas we get together. We have Mexican food, we gather, we chat, we play White Elephant, and so that's happening. But then after I finish this, I'm going to edit this so I can post my first vlog tomorrow, and then, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, probably. Maybe I'll read, and then go to bed, but yeah, that is my current plan. So I'm gonna go do that and stop procrastinating. Also, my arm is starting to shake because I do not have upper body strength even to hold my camera up in the air. So I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.